Good morning, everyone. Let's try to get back into the swing of this thing. I have not done a video, well, for a long time. Thank you. For those of you who have stuck around the Facebook weather page, The Sky's the Limit, I really appreciate it. It looks like there's still a great group of people still around. Looks like some people have left. Maybe they'll come back, hopefully. The mission there, and the mission that I think other people want to keep, is we want to talk about Indiana weather. But the newer kind of mission I want to implement there is I don't really want to go outside of Indiana unless we're dealing with something pretty big. Granted, like what we're going to be dealing with today up in here, which I am sorry to my chase partner, Sean, who tried to get me to go. And I decided last night I wanted to go, but I decided a little bit too late. So hopefully he can get over it. Hopefully he's not mad at me for too long. Just something about it bothers me. I'll get into it a little bit of what I'm seeing. They're talking about a pretty big tornado outbreak. Whenever you see a 10% hatch, whenever you see a 10% period without even the hatch marks, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big threat zone for a tornadic outbreak, especially in October. We're in October, ladies and gentlemen. And to jump off subject here, these past 3 days of sunshine that we didn't get, that we were supposed to get, that's a prime example of what can happen in October versus May, June, July, when we don't have the sun angle that we did back in those months. The days are shorter. We couldn't get the sun to burn through the stratus deck we had, what we call the stratus deck above. It just hung around, and it wasn't able to burn through until later on in the day, say after 2 o'clock. That's what happened earlier in this week, which is why we were stuck in that foggy mess all week. So it was bad. It affected my work schedule. It affected a lot of other people's work schedules that rely on their work outside. But it's just, we have so much we don't know, folks. We just have so much we don't know. And I'll save the long range video for another time, because that is coming. That is coming. Get ready. You know how I feel about long range past a month. I don't like it. So let's get into today. We've got a very big upper level storm system up here, starting to intensify. Give me a minute. I'm trying to come back into this, so I'm going to stutter a lot. Hang with me, folks. Anyway, it's moving right up through here through the Dakotas, being South Dakota this afternoon. It's what we call deepening or bombing out right here. And right here, about right across here, right around northern Illinois, would be our warm front, the warm sector. And right down here would be the trailing cold front. It's in between this, where we call the triple threat zone, is where our greatest divergence of winds occur, which means mixing winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Turning of winds. What do you get when you get turning of winds? You get spin. What do you get when you get spin? You get tornadoes. It's simple. Right here, they have it right. I think they're right on. They have shrunk the 10% down. The 10%, I believe, was about yay long right there in the eastern Iowa, so they have shrunk it down, but nevertheless there is going to be an outbreak today. How big? This is going to be, there's going to be some chasers that go out here and they're going to be disappointed. It's going to be a good event, but I'm telling you, I don't buy these things saying discrete long. We'll see what happens. Whenever you have as strong as the cold fronts we have back here, I think they're going to go linear really quick. Let's look at the wind. Wind 30%. That would be for the eventual squall line that comes out. And hail. This is a big hail maker. We're talking about mid-level lapse rates or changes with temperature with height, meaning it gets the colder it gets, the steeper you go. And we're talking hail. And when that happens, when you get big winds turning, you get these hailstones that keep on getting sucked up and in. Oh, sorry. You get these hailstones that keep getting sucked up over and over, and they get larger as they fall. They get sucked up again in the updraft. They get larger, they fall, then they really, they grow in size. And they fall. Probably baseball-sized hail. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few reports today. I'm going to go to, this is my new favorite site. It's called Weather Bell. A couple of friends turned me on to it a few months ago. Dr. Ryan Maui makes these models and maps. It is a pay service, but I'm going to tell you what, these models are just fantastic. They're eye candy for us to look at. You can see right, look at this. Not only are we dealing with severe weather out here, look, you know what that's what you think it is. Snow. This is a huge snowmaker out here. This is the major snowstorm. Of course, it's getting no talk. I mean, I haven't heard the media discuss it at all. I mean, it's getting no love. But I've got it started right here on this image. You can see the start of our squall line right here. It's starting. Now, let me go back here a little bit. Okay, let's go forward. Now, watch. Let's keep going. Now, here we go. See right here, we're getting the start right here. And see, that's concerning to me for people who want to see supercells. See that squall line-ish look it's already starting to take? We'll see. But right there, if that was to verify, that would be a storm right there that there would probably be a lot of chases on. And me, that scares me. Anyway. Because what happens is, folks, you've got the cold front right here, okay? I'm keeping this simple. You've got the warm front draped right here. If there was a storm right here, if it latches onto this warm front, there is a whole different type of dynamics going on with this warm front. Think of it as, let's see, you're throwing gas on a fire, okay? The fire is going good. Here's the storm. That's the fire. It's going good. All of a sudden, boom, it hits this warm front. That's you throwing more gas on it. The fire goes higher. That's what warm fronts do to these storms. They create more turning of the winds. And as we call it, they latch onto the warm front. And if that happens, one or two of these storms may produce a violent tornado today. If this happens. But look at this just screams like it wants to go linear to me. And that's something I've been scared of. I mean, now look what happens after this. Here we go. We're going forward. This looks pretty good right here. If they stay discreet, this is going to be a heck of a tornado outbreak. If they go linear, the wind damage is going to become more of a threat. So you can see where they have the 10% tornado threat right there. That's what the SPC is seeing right there. So, and as you can see, looking right here, we already got an outflow boundary starting to form. Whenever you see these are pushes of air out ahead of the actual squall line. I usually associate these with, you know, squall lines that are coming through, and it usually indicates most of the time that they will actually weaken. But it won't be the case this time. This has too much forcing to go with it. As you can see, it moves across, and it kind of, you know, this model, the NAM's got it crumpling out. I mean, I'm only using one model today because I'm getting back into this video stuff really slowly. And, you know, I'm making a fool of myself, but I don't care. I don't care. Okay, let's go to hour 29. This is where it comes in for us. Let's keep going forward here. Let's keep going forward. And here comes the system for us. Look at 42 hours out. We've got an issue here, and Michael Clark talked about it on this page earlier today, where we may see some severe weather here Saturday night. We all know how Indiana works, guys. We all know how it works. Indiana, what happens is Iowa will get the first round of this system, and we'll get the sloppy seconds. I know that sounds bad, but Indiana always gets everybody's takeout, if you want to say. Not saying the energy will be gone, but look, it does look like this storm's trying to weaken a little bit. It's lost a lot of its snow on the backside, but we usually get crap vection, what we call cloud cover, left over from this stuff right here. This stuff will shoot out ahead of it. It'll shoot all of its cloud cover ahead of it, and it'll ruin a forecast. It'll ruin a severe weather event faster than anything, and that's something we've got to watch out for here. But the heavy rain aspect, I'm kind of interested in. I think we all see an inch. I mean, this is in pretty good agreement with everything. The Euro's been very, very aggressive this week, and I'm not going to show the Euro right now. I'm going to keep this as simple as I can. You know, I never, ever go outside my knowledge base. That's one thing you'll know about me. If I'm wrong, somebody calls me out on it, I will admit it. That's one thing I want all you people who don't know me to understand. If I'm wrong, you won't have to tell me I'm wrong, because I will catch it first, and I will come out and admit it, because I don't have a problem with it. Too many people today in meteorology, there's only a few I know that will do it, will not admit they're wrong. I'm all about truth, keeping people safe, and trying to educate to the best of my ability that I can. So, anyway, I just want to start off slow. There's really not much happening for us other than the heavy rain threat. I think the severe threat is low. We may get a line come through. We may get some wind. So, anyway, that's how I wanted to ease you all back in. Wow, I've went 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I will talk all day if I can. But stay attention to this. Stay tuned to this page. I've got more. I've cleared it with Anna. She's okay. I've got the Guess the Snowfall contest coming back, but I am poor, so you're gonna have to hang with my prizes here. I'm gonna come up with some unique prize amounts here and prize packages here for the winners this year. There will be something, and I think you guys will like it. So everything's not about money, folks. Remember that. Anyway, I will try to get another video out shortly. Give me a break. I was a little bit shaky on this one. It's my first time back. I admit it. Hey, I'm not born to be in front of the camera. I'm too ugly. I'm too fat for that. So I just want to say, hey, thank you guys. You were all great. I'm happy to be back, and I will see you here shortly. Keep an eye on these folks out in Iowa out here today, and hope we hear the term linear and not discrete supercells. Matt is out.